Hi, I'm Betsy Sharp, and I'm a realtor with Coldwell Banker King Thompson in Central Ohio. And I was asked the question, who pays for inspections or improvements needed as a result of an inspection once you're in contract? Typically, what will happen is when you get in contract on a certain house, you will do an inspection within maybe 10 to 15 days. Sometimes it's even shorter. And depending on what happens with that inspection, and if there are things like maybe it's something with the basement, there's a big old crack and you want to get it checked out, maybe by a structural engineer, what you'll do is your agent the buyer's agent will put in what's called a request to remedy. It's kind of like an addendum, and they tell the other side that, hey, these things were unsatisfactory as far as the inspection goes, and these are the things that we want to remedy. Now, typically, there are a lot of things that an inspector is going to find that probably aren't a big deal, but if you're ever concerned with them, this is why you do an inspection, and that's why you get them checked out. Like, there could be a crack in the basement. A lot of time, depending on if it's horizontal or vertical, depending on where it is in the block, it can mean different things. And so you would maybe want to get a structural engineer in. What you can do on the buyer side, at least what I do, is I always ask up front for the seller to go ahead and pay for that because it's an extra expense. And you probably, at least in this area, spent $300 or $400 to get that initial inspection done. So another $400 for a structural is, asking quite a lot. So sometimes that's something that can be taken out of closing too. But what will happen is if maybe it's, just things in general that you want fixed, like a leaky pipe or things like that, you'll ask for the seller to remedy that. And you can kind of go back and forth. Usually you give a couple of days for the other side to answer, and they'll get back to you and give you a couple of days to answer until you are satisfied. Because at least in the state of Ohio, and I'm fairly certain it's most other places too, if you aren't satisfied with the inspection, if it's in the contract that you have to be satisfied for it, you can get out, you can get your earnest money back if that's involved, and so forth. And I hope that answers your question. And if you have any other questions or if you need me to elaborate a little bit more, let me know. And if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate in either Central Ohio or anywhere in general, since I'm with an international company, please feel free to contact me. Twitter, I'm at Betsy Sharp. That's BetsySharp. On Facebook, facebook.com/I am Betsy Sharp. And you can always call me too, 740-777-8803. Thanks.